Okay, chapter 41, The Naga Prince's Tale. And the Naga are extinct. They've been extinct for about 430 years, 432 to be exact, years, after a big event that we learn about a little bit later in this book. More and more as time goes on. But they're extinct, and this is the story of a Naga prince's ghost that's kept in a ring. And the guy telling the story, his name is Balbruk, and he is from the kingdom of Ebulir, and he is based on Patrick Rothfuss. Okay, enough preamble. Chapter 41, The Naga Prince's Tale. Once, back when I was much younger, before I had all this gray in my beard, my ship docked near the temple of Orlithia. This was some years before the Magla ransacked it. Gods, I am old. Damn the young, for they're blessed. I still remember getting off the ship and the smell of that market and the bustling crowds, and I thought, I could stay here forever. You could have called me Lightfoot as I skipped from stand to stand and through meandering alleyways that spit me out onto the path that hugged the coastal beach. As I went on, it took me a while before noticing that I was now alone. I was still in Orlithia, but the path I now walked was an empty one. Folly filled me. It would have been wisdom to turn around, go back to town, and let the mystery lie. But something in me itched to know, to understand, to find out where that eerie, empty path began. The gods have blessed me with the curse of curiosity. Down the path, on I went, crossing an isthmus where the water came up to my thigh, to a small stone hut that jutted up from the water. At first, I thought it was just some rock, but the closer I came, the stranger it was. Runes I did not know were scrawled all around the arch, flat inscriptions. The magic here had either died or else been taken. I went in with held breath. Stairs of dark stone led me under the sea. I descended. This was a place where the ghosts came to dither, forgotten and fade. Deeper down, where the sea pressed at the walls, the stairs forked thrice. First I went left, then the path again forked, then again. Each turn I went down the left path, till it spit me out in this tall, sprawling chamber. The floor was all covered with shark bones. I saw an altar, circular and smooth, amidst a temple made of coarse blue stone. The altar had been hewn of amethyst, perhaps fused solid by some wizardry. Upon the altar, three things did I see: a cloak, a ring, and on a rotted string, a necklace. Where the pendant goes, its gem was missing, gone. When I put on the ring, I, who had never dreamt I'd be a mage, I began to have a waking dream, a vision of the Naga, now lost to several centuries. Their prince was in this ring, he told me. Well, I'll let him tell his own story. The vision changed as if it were a new font of reality. The first thing Nala felt was her new gills. The language changed too. The Naga tongue was strange, but since this was a telling, she could understand every word, every nuance, every subtle inversion of the nested spirit's drifting dream. All was water and thin, dry air. All was regret and the heavy memory of joy. All was blue through a lens of deep purple. The Naga Prince began. Once upon the setting sea, my shiver reigned, and we were mighty lords, dread killers, mercy makers. A Naga princess would have been my queen, if not for love. My father was lord of the deeps. I was in love with one above, some nothing girl, a gill-less, but just like the moon she dragged me close, my queen, though secretly. The one I was to wed was not aware that my desire strayed. Caught up in some fishwife's knot, my nothing used to sing for me. No one did I tell. No one came to know, and so the wedding blood was bought and paid, a thing that weakened my desire, for Naga weddings are the stuff of ancient magics older than tongues are, tougher than shark teeth, gripping your tail, tearing your fins away, drinking your life. Our wedding was impending. When I swam away, I wasn't yet aware of human and his half-orc after our old power. Misos was the man's name, meddlesome and petty. Darug was his dog's name. Did they ever die yet? I slipped somehow by them, beachside knelt my nothing, smiling, tame breath-taker, aching, rain forsaking. Rain began to gush down, drag me closer, quoth my queen, but shame became us. Murder in the temple. Gore so loud and warful scarred the formless storm god, whose name shattered shivering. Vile Misos defiled it. Every corpse he came to marred, and all my shivered dead. Two cloaked figures made it out, and when they did, the storm clouds followed. How they did it, I can't know. Like my own god's name, that knowledge has gone the way of the Naga.